there! Welcome back to the Forge Progression series, where we try and go from absolutely nothing, level 1 with no money, to being ready for Island 3 whenever that happens to release. In the last one, we finally got an upgrade into the Mithril Pickaxe, although we did have to sell our chestplate to be able to afford it. I made a bit of a miscalculation there. Still, we are geared up. We have everything that we need to be able to power through to getting that Arcane Pickaxe, and I think it's about time we get ourselves back into the mine as soon as possible. So, our Sensimoro quest is to do some basalt rocks as well as mine some basalt cores, so I think it's probably in our interest here to just quickly try and get through those rocks as quickly as we can. It's only 25, it shouldn't take too long, and to be honest, I think we're kind of beyond that now. But at the same time, we still have to do it. So let's get through it as quickly as possible, and let's try and abuse as many of these double ores as we can. Anytime we can get a double ore is good news. Anytime we can get more than one with every swing is going to be really helpful. I think it might even be faster just to run around and look for those double ores. I think there's usually quite a few in here. So let's mine you. We'll mine the lucky ore as well. Why not? We're going to need to get something out of this that gives us a better chest plate since we got rid of our last one. We're almost at the level where we can start getting Dark Knight gear as well. Level 35 is where we want to be because it unlocks a brand new armor tier. So the sooner we get there, the better. Let's mine these as well. We've already mined like 15 rocks and we haven't really been trying. There's just a lot of double ore spots in the volcano that make things a little bit faster and a little bit easier. I'll say, by the way, if you've been enjoying this series, please consider subscribing to the channel. Giving the video a like as well. Thanks so much for 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. All right, so we've actually filled up our stash at this point already. It's about time we go back and try to replace the chest piece that we sold to get the Mithril Pickaxe. It's a little bit awkward, but we'll still come out of this with a couple extra thousand. I don't think we have any particularly crazy ore to add to this for the time being, though. We can put some quartz in. I think we can put some titanium in as well. We can change that there. And then, honestly, let's go for that. Alrighty, there we go. We have our lapis lazuli chest plate here, looking pretty nice. All we have to do is finish this off and try and make it not awful. Alrighty, let's see what we have here. I did kind of mess up one, so I'm worried that it's going to be under 90%, but hopefully it's 89%. 40 defense, though, that's way better than what we had before, so I'm still really happy with that one. We probably do want to dump some stuff in here. Can we get anything halfway decent from it, though? We could go for some kind of ore situation. If I'm looking at this correctly, could we go 2 ore, 3 emeralds, and then 2 cuprite? I think that might give us something. We're maybe aiming for something like a chaos. If we get chaos, which is a 1 in 16, I've only ever had it one time before. That'd be pretty cool. I wouldn't complain about that. I don't even know if this will be better than what we have, which is an issue. We do use more ore in it, though. We're going to be seeing a lot of ore, though. It's another cutlass. Actually, that might be pretty good. We only need 1 ore to give away, so we don't have to be sparing with it. That looks cool, actually. The ore on the bottom? Okay. What are we looking at? I think it's 40-ish damage is what the last cutlass was. 54 rarity, but it was only 92%. I thought I did that perfectly. Well, you know what? Let's compare it to what we already have. Let's just double check and see if it's of any value to us. So this one is 44.9 damage. This one is going to be 54 damage as well. You know what? Let's go ahead and equip that right now. And then we can definitely equip this 40 defense plate armor as well. We've got to go sell off our previous sword. And I actually might spend a little bit of money on the enhancer just because I know that we have to take on some death axe skeletons. We have to farm a little bit of mobs just to finish off that other Rowan quest. So let's set up the enhancer. Let's enhance our ore here. We should have enough, I think, essence-wise, to do this. Oh, we don't have any greater essence. Well, you know what? We got the extra damage on it, which is okay. The sword looks cool, though. I can't deny it. Anyway, it's time to get back to mining. Let's very quickly just sell off some of the junk that we have that isn't really going to be usable for any pieces of gear. And then that is 1,300 that we got. There's not really any point in us forging it either because it's just we don't have it in any tremendous amount of quality. We don't have it in any tremendous amount of quantity, so it's just going to make it super duper awkward for us to make anything. We're just going to have to make 5 or 6 different items, and that's going to take too long. Selling it a lot of the time is fine, If you're really looking to get every single dollar out of the ore that you mine, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that I know that I'm trying to go fast, and I know that I have a plan. So this is the last core that we're going to mine. And then we can get to work on finally mining the basalt veins that are right here. This will give us faster diamonds. There's a better chance of us getting diamond from this. It also unlocks a whole heap of other ore that we can get, like lightite, more common ore, and just a bunch of other stuff that we can use to upgrade our gear. Look inside that right now. We can already see there's some rubies, quartz, there's a sapphire, diamond, topaz. We got everything. We got amethyst in there as well. And we can definitely make some half decent armor from that if we get a bunch of it. Even quartz is better than generally the stuff that we have on right now. So I'll take it. We got our diamond though, actually. So now we're on Sensi Moral 6. We've got to mine 5 veins, iron, emerald, cuprite, and we also have to mine some cores. So you know what? In between these respawning, I'm going to go and hit up the double spawn that happens over here as well, just so that we're maximizing every single thing that we can. We got to get 25 of these, and my money jumped up a lot there, so it's totally worth doing. Now that we've done that, let's head back. These have spawned again. So we're just going to mine these two. I think I can see that we've got some riverite in there as well, which is really good news. That's more stuff to add to the index. And also mithril, which is huge. That's 2 extra indexes added to the list, which is a bunch more XP and also a bunch more money. These will have respawned again. So let's just keep doing that. Let's just keep mining these cores whenever they come up. And then once that's done, we go straight back to the vein, which will have spawned by now. You know what? While we're here, why don't we check our ores? Let's claim the ruby. Give me 200, the riverite, and then the mithril, and then that's like quite a lot of a level up there. I think the most common thing that we're going to be getting from these veins is the quartz. I think I'm quite happy to make a full set of quartz armor just to do me for the time being. It's not the final goal, but I might as well do it while we have them. That was a less interesting vein. All it had was diamond and quartz. So with these last two that we're going to get, that will finish off the basalt vein part of this quest. Maybe I should just grind out the last cores just so we can get closer and closer to actually finishing this quest up, and then we can just AFK on the veins and all the emerald and the cuprite and the iron will just naturally roll in. We've already got one of the emeralds that's in there right now, and I think there's a cuprite in there as well. So realistically, all we're going to have to do is get one more emerald and an iron, which should not take too long if you ask me. You know what? Let's take out a blight pyromancer. Let's get that index going. An epic essence as well. Nice. Oh, a blast chip. I wasn't expecting to get that. We actually just got our final emerald out of regular core. That's super handy. That saves us going back to the vein to get a little bit more. We can just focus on the cores right now. All right, we have mined every single core that we need to mine to finish this quest off. All that's left is to camp out next to this basalt vein. And you know what? Just for good luck, we'll say hi to the cat. Hello. We are full on the stash. We've been mining a lot of that vein. And I think it's about time we head back and take stock of everything that we have here. We've got 41 quartz, which should be enough to make at least a heavy chest plate. Not really sure if we're going to be able to make a tremendous amount of other stuff that's in the heavy department. However, we got some mithril as well, which is a great multiplier and will also increase our armor. Let's try and make ourselves a half decent pair of, I guess, chest or leggings. Either kind of works for me. As long as it's not medium, I don't really mind. That looks real good. Alrighty, let's see what we have here. I can't remember what the defense on our previous one is. If it's anything higher than 45, it is much higher than 45. I'm very happy with that. Let's put this in as well. I don't think it's going to create anything particularly crazy, but it might be better than what we have. And if not, we can sell it. And I'm pretty happy with that. Wow. That's not what I was expecting to get, but that is really good for the index. 65 is the number that we had on the last one. I don't think this will be better. Oh my goodness, it's 97? Didn't expect that. Darn it, chest plate. Way better than the other gear. That's left me in an awkward position because now I don't really know what to put. I don't know how to beat that. We only had a 13% chance with the stuff that we put in to even get a heavy chest plate. And then from that 13% chance, then we had to roll a 1 and 2 to get the Dark Knight chest plate. Our inventory is full. Oh, hold on, we need to sell something here. So let's go ahead and equip the really good chest plate, I guess, that we got. And then we can sell both of these off, which should net us a pretty penny, I think. That's unlucky, but it's also money, I guess. How did we get another one of these, man? We had another 13% chance to get a chest plate. We hit it, and then we also hit the Dark Knight armor again. I don't want it. It's fine. We'll put it in. We'll sell it. It's probably worth a bunch. Maybe like 2 grand. Almost exactly 2 grand. I used terrible materials for that as well, and it's still worth that much. We're making money pretty fast, I gotta say. I think it's probably time we sell off this. We sell that. We sell you. And then let's head back up there with the stuff that we have, and let's try and mine that vein again and see what we can pick up. Oh, we got our first lightite. That's actually huge. That was way earlier than I thought we were going to get it. We'll get the XP on that. I can't remember what this one is. We've still got index stuff as well. I think this is going to give us an entire level up. It was close. Well, that gave us a level up. It gave us a lot of money as well. Not going to complain about that. We just got our first uranium as well there. That's pretty decent. That'll be good for at least 1 piece of armor somewhere down the line. A uranium, and also there's a lightite in that one as well. I haven't had an ior, and I'm waiting on one, but I've somehow had 2 lightites. That's strange. We finally got... We need to complete the quest. There's an ior in that. And there's a ruby as well. That's pretty nice. Is that a ruby or is that a topaz? I think it's topaz. Never mind. Boom. We just got a bunch of money there. And we can just sit here and chill as well. We still need to get 15 veins, uranium, rivolite, rubies. We just got our ruby there. I think I'm ready to sit here until at least we get rid of all of the veins. All right, we've already gotten our uranium. We've gotten 2 of the rubies. We just need rivolite now. And then we still have 10 more of these. I mean, we got another uranium right there. There's the rivolite right there as well. This is going very quickly. All right, we're filled up. We've only got 11 more of these basalt cores to do, and we are filled on the stash. So what can we make happen here? That's what I gotta ask right now. We've only got 5 death axe skeletons to kill. We have to look at our equipment, I think, a little bit. 54 or 59 is actually pretty half decent. I think if I'm looking at this, the thing that we want to upgrade next is probably going to be our knight leggings here. They're only 35 defense. We could definitely do with a little upgrade on them. So let's try and forge these. We've got a 49% chance to get the leggings for them. I'm not thinking I'm going to be getting anything too crazy here, but it's worth a try. If we can get anything decent out of this, or some half decent, maybe even dark knight leggings, it's another index, and more importantly, it also means that we can progress down into the volcano a lot faster as soon as we get that arcane pickaxe. It was only night leggings, nothing crazy. These are still going to be so much better than the ones that we currently have on. So it is going to be a massive upgrade. 56 defense, that is almost twice as good as what we already have on. That is pretty decent. I'm just taking a random punt on a piece of gear here. If I get what I'm trying to get, it could be really cool. If I don't get it, it's fine. We're using up all the ior that we have left. Worst case scenario, we get nothing crazy. Another cutlass. How do we keep getting this thing? This one actually might be better than the one that we currently have, actually, now that I think about it. It is a masterwork, 70 damage, but it also has a couple of passives on it, which I think is super duper important. We have, you know what, I actually put lightite into it because I didn't really have anything else going for me. So it's just to get the multiplier up, because we seem to be getting some lightite here. So we have lethality, which increases its physical damage. We also have critical chance increased by 20%. I think it's actually considerably stronger, and that's with +2 as well. So why don't we go ahead and swap them over? We can enhance this a couple of times, and that'll pump up to 77 damage. We definitely don't have the essence to do this enhancement, but hey, it's cheap. But it's also a decent amount of damage that has just randomly been bestowed upon me. Let's go ahead and equip our night leggings there as well, and then we will sell these off. 2,000 has been gained. We lost a little bit on the enhancements there, but it's not the end of the world. We still don't have any rune slots on our weapons or in our armor, which is kind of difficult. I think we really do want to get a helmet going here, though. So if we can get a helmet in some way, shape, or form, that would be super duper valuable. So this will put it to 2.2. This will put it to exactly a 2 multiplier. And I don't really want to put any traits on it with specific ore. I'm just looking to get some stats here, you know? Okay, the helmet kind of looks a little bit silly. I'm not going to lie, but hey. It's still going to be better than what we have. Cool. 100% masterwork, 50 defense, worth $2,000. What is that compared to what we have currently on? 50. It's only a 9 increase, but it's still a 9 increase. I think it looks slightly better, but not much better than what we had on previously. My big goblin nose is just poking through the helmet. It looks really dumb. Cool. Let's sell that off, and then let's go over to Greedy Sea. Let's sell the rest of the stuff that we have here. Hold on to that. Let's get rid of the quartz, though. We don't need that. Let's get rid of the cobalt. We don't need that. And then the titanium as well. We can sell all of that. Make another 2 grand, and then let's head back into the mines, and let's finish up this quest by mining 11 more basal cores. Test out the new weapon first. Huge. Still can't one-shot these guys. Oh, if we crit, we one-shot. That's about it. So this is going to be the last basal core of the quest. We're about to finish Sensei Moro 7. We're pretty far through the Sensei Moro quest already. It's about time that we head over to the veins and start farming them for some real cold hard cash. We've got 43k, by the way, which is a lot of cash. And I think from like that point, our pickaxe will sell for 50k. We probably only need 20k more, give or take. What we definitely do want to do, though, is work on getting one more ore from the veins that are here and potentially going and killing those Death Axe skeletons so we can finish off Captain Rowan, which will be another boost in money and will ideally get us closer to that Arcane pickaxe and potentially being ready for Island 3. Alrighty, that is another full inventory of stuff that we have gathered. It's time to head back. I think we're getting pretty close, actually, to where we want to be. Before I head in, though, I want to search for a couple of Death Axe skeletons and see if we can actually take them out. I'm actually going to head up this way. I went the wrong direction. This is the direction I want to be going. If we can take out the Death Axe skeletons, then we can finish the Rowan quest. And that sounds like money to me. We're not tanky enough. We did get one of them, though. We're not going to be able to mine those volcanic rocks unless we buy the Lightite pickaxe at the very least. But I don't really want to do that. We do need all the stuff we can get our hands on, though. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put this into weapons and try and fill out some of that index here. So we'll try and make a great axe because we have not gotten a great axe in our index yet. That should give us a little bit of money, but it also should importantly give us some XP. I still do not think that's what we want. That's not good. At least it's a masterwork. It's only worth 700 though. It's about time that we get something correct. Oh, we got the scythe. That is so much more what we're talking about here. How are we always either super lucky or super unlucky? Nothing ever in between. 42 damage. It's not amazing, but it is an index. Well, you know what? Let's go to our index and let's make sure that we claim that. That's $2,000 that is straight into our pockets. We got the katana? What do you mean we got the katana? How did we get the katana? There we go. Great axe is something I can get behind. That's what I was trying to get all this time. It only took 4 tries. Sweet. That's worth 1,200. So we're going to go ahead and straight away sell that. While we're running over, let's go to the index. Let's go to the forge. And then let us claim... Wait. Is that the right one? There's a third one there. We got the Uchi Katana as well. That's slightly... Is that slightly rarer? I'm not sure. Wonderful. Another 2 grand. What do we have in our index that's worth us trying to get here? Maybe Colossal Swords could be an idea. 68% chance for a Colossal Sword. Hopefully we get one that we don't already have in the index. It's another Great Axe. That has such a low % chance of appearing. At least it'll be worth some money, maybe. Unless I miss every single circle for no reason. Okay. I think that's medium leggings. That's what I was trying to... I'm just trying to fill an index, so I don't really mind too much about this. And they look terrible. And they're also not worth much. Still, though... Oh, it's light leggings. What? I had it up to here. That's $200. That's still fine, probably. I think we should maybe try and finish off some Death Axe skeletons in some way, shape, or form. I think that'll be like the fastest and best way for us to get just a little bit more cash. I think we don't need too much more. Maybe the Captain Road one will actually get us there. I'm not 100%. I can't remember how much he actually gives you for completing the quest. But if we do that, and it gives us any more than like 5k, I really hate the addition of these Blight Pyromancer guys. They are really annoying. Right, let's try and take out our second Death Axe skeleton as best we can. That was about half our HP. We might be able to defeat another one if it spawns. That being said, there isn't really any here to take out. All right, let's get rid of this Death Axe skeleton as well. That is the third one that we've taken out. We need to clear some of these other guys as well, so they have a higher chance of spawning. And I'm getting stunned. I wish there was a stagger bar in this game, so I could see how close I am to being stunned, so it doesn't surprise me every single time it happens. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 next to me. We can probably wait and heal. Let's get this fourth Death Axe skeleton. That actually didn't do too much damage to me. I wonder if I can maybe get another one without being murdered by him. And then let's try and greed it for a final one. If I die, another one. Oh, that's fine. I wanted to teleport back anyway. We gotta give our one Ior over to Captain Rowan, and that will complete the quest. So let's finish that task up. We leveled up. We got another quest as well. We're now at 61,000. I need to check, actually, really quickly. I think we're not quite there yet, but we are very close. 110,000 for the Arcane pickaxe. I think that we are actually, like, exactly enough, almost. Like, we got a little bit over. Let's head back to town and let us sell off the pickaxe that we've got right now. We've just completely skipped over the lightite pickaxe in favor of grabbing this one, and it is totally worth it. So let's buy the bronze pickaxe for 150. Let's sell this for $50,000. And then we have $111,000, and we have enough for the Arcane pickaxe. Right, let's go ahead. Let's buy this. We have now got the Arcane pickaxe, which opens up so much more of the game for us. Let's have a quick look at our achievements really fast. We've been playing for about 5.5 hours. I want to say that about an hour of that has been just spent doing nothing, standing around, waiting to get the recording sorted. So actually, it's probably a lot closer to 4 hours than it is to 5. This is what you can do in this game if you're efficient in just a couple of hours of play. I think this is pretty not bad, and I think this is a fantastic place to leave off for right now. In the next one, we will try and continue with Sensei Morrow's quest, get some mithril, which will be much easier when we're mining on the volcanic rocks. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, or if you want to see more, please consider subscribing to the channel if you're hyped about the new island that's coming out soon. Give the video a like, and have a great day. See ya!